What is up, my crypto legends? In today's episode, the Bitcoin price breaking out of its all-time highs here. On the 5-minute chart, we have a huge amount of volume. If we retrace down here, it is a great buying opportunity. I will show you my targets. We'll be checking out the Ethereum US dollar pair, the Chainlink US dollar pair. And if you're interested in trading, make sure to check out this PrimeXbt leverage trading platform. If you use my link in the description and promo code Bitcoinsensus 50, you need to go up here in account and put it into the promotion code. And here you will write Bitcoinsensus 50, then you deposit your funds and then you'll be getting 50% in addition of what you deposit. You deposit 1,000, you'll be getting 500 on top of that. You'll see your funds here and your 500 bonus on top of there, the 50% bonus on equity, guys. We'll be checking out major Israel investment house invested $100 million in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust Fund in December 2020 and a huge profit, Goldman Sachs news and also ETF news. All of this in today's video, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe for coming updates. Let's go straight into the video. Hello there, Andy here, and welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus, where you subscribe for the quickest technical analysis and news on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the financial markets. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't buy or sell anything that I say. And if you do so, do your own research. Said this, let's go straight into the charts. Taking a look at the 5-minute chart here for the Bitcoin price. By the time I upload the video, this might be on top of $60,000, or we'll be down here at $58,300 range, where we can have a great buying opportunity. As you can see, we have a huge amount of volume, so this is a clear breakout. Let's take a look at the 1 hourly chart so you can see it clearly here on the 1 hourly. We've broken out nicely of the all-time high, as you can see. So if we have a nice pullback, we might go straight up from here. But if we have a pullback and you haven't entered a trade, this is going to be a great buying opportunity. If we go around the $58,500 range, even 59, you can re-enter this trade, and potentially the target I would be looking for in the short term, the top here of this ascending broadening wedge. We might have major resistance around the $63,000 range, depending if we're going to arrive there in between today and tomorrow. Remember, the target here from this ascending triangle was the $62,000 range. So from here, from the breakout right there, so we're just almost getting to the target here of the $62,000 range. We might have a little bit of rejection right there. We are breaking all-time high, so we're in price discovery, guys. If we come and do a retracement to the $58,000 range, great to place a swing trade, in my opinion. If you're interested and you're an experienced trader, check out the links in the description of Bybit and Femex. You'll be getting the best bonus out there, guys. If you're looking for a short-term scalp, you could probably trade this at the retracement of the Fibonacci 62%. We might not come down these levels, guys. This is not guaranteed. But if we have a nice retracement to the 62% retracement of the Fibonacci in the all-time high, great for buying to meet the top here again, guys. So a short-term scalp here if you're interested in trading, not financial advice. Let's take a look at the Ethereum US dollar pair. As you can see, I created this channel here. We have major resistance touches there, and that has created this channel over here, and the support area from here. This created this trend line. So we're in this channel. As you can see, we did get rejected here, came to the downside, and we've had a nice bounce of the support area. We've created this descending broadening wedge, and we are breaking out of here, guys. Remember, we haven't met the target yet of this descending wedge, which is the top of the wedge around the $2,000 levels. So this is great to place a trade if the Ethereum price comes down and bounces on top of this downtrend. Great buying opportunity, in my opinion. Come back down here and retest the top here of this resistance of this descending broadening wedge, and also the support of this channel, guys, to continue to the upside. So round about the $1,800 levels, if you haven't entered a trade. It is now at 1,868. I'll be entering a trade here if we retrace and then continue to the upside to the $2,000 levels. Stop loss behind this support area of this descending broadening wedge, or even the support of this ascending channel. So you should be all right with a stop loss in between here and here. And looking for the $2,000 range, in my opinion. Let's take a look at Chainlink US dollar. A clear fake out, in my opinion. Like I said, guys, this ascending triangle, the measured target from a breakout to the upside would be from the resistance down to the support area. If we break out in the resistance area. This will take us to the $40 range. We broke to the downside. I did mention there's no volume at all to the downside, so we might be getting inside the ascending triangle again and looking for a breakout here, guys, in the next coming days. I'm really bullish on Chainlink. This is a clear fake out in my opinion. We'll be getting back in here. As you can see, we are on our way. Looking for a clear breakout at the $31, $32 range with a good amount of volume. We would enter a trade for potentially looking for a target at the $40 range, guys. Let's take a look at this news over here. Major Israeli investment house invested $100 million in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust Fund in December. One of the biggest asset managers in Israel allocated millions of dollars into the shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. ATH Saham is now gaining exposure to Bitcoin by investing $100 million in shares, according to a local media outlet. The multi-billion-dollar investment yielded a return of almost 100%. That's because the exposure was made by an investment house in December 2020, when Bitcoin prices were hovering around the $21,000 levels. ATH Saham took profits when BTC hit new all-time highs in February. According to Global, the investment house closed its position on about a third of the holdings in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust Fund. CEO and co-founder of the asset manager stated that ATH Saham currently holds $150 million worth in Bitcoin as of press time. So he sold a third part of his Bitcoin at all-time highs in February, and he still got $50 million of profit on top of the $100 million that he invested. Let's take a look at this. Goldman Sachs reports rising customer demand for BTC, predicts an explosion in the use of digital currencies. John Waldron, the chief operating officer of Goldman Sachs, says the financial services giant is seeing rising customers' demand to own and invest in Bitcoin. Nevertheless, the CEO explained that his organization was still exploring ways to satisfy this demand without running afoul of regulators. How banks should be regulated when dealing with digital money. Goldman Sachs is in discussion with regulators and central banks about how banks should be regulated when dealing with digital money. Meanwhile, in explaining the financial giant's unique approach towards satisfying customers' demand, Waldron said, "We are regulated on what we can do. We continue to evaluate it and engage on it." COVID-19, a significant accelerant. Waldron is quoted in the same report explaining how the COVID-19 pandemic has caused an explosion in online commerce and how this trend is uniquely to change going forward. He said the pandemic has been a significant accelerant. There is no question in our mind there will be more digital commerce and use of digital money. So demand absolutely exploding, and in the coming years it is likely to grow very fast. Valkyrie files for an ETF that would invest in firms with Bitcoin on their balance sheets. The proposed ETF would invest in companies who own Bitcoin on their balance sheet, potentially serving as a proxy to the price of Bitcoin. A proposed exchange-traded fund would invest the majority of its capital into companies that have Bitcoin on their balance sheet or are otherwise connected to the cryptocurrency. Valkyrie Digital Asset, which has also filed a Bitcoin ETF application with the US Securities and Exchange Commission on Friday in partnership with the KKM Financial, which is acting as an investment advisor to the fund, and Institutional Asset Manager SEI, which is acting as the distributor of the fund. So ETFs on companies that have exposure to Bitcoin, not just Bitcoin ETFs. ETFs on companies that have exposure to Bitcoin, because those companies might go up in value in the future. Guys, this is going to be it for today's episode. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. We've got great tutorials and reviews, how to buy, how to store, how to trade Bitcoin. We've got price predictions, we've got the latest news and technical analysis. I'll be leaving a link in the description so you can check it out. And if you haven't seen my Bybit leverage trading tutorial, a video popping up on your screen, a massive thank you for tuning in, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button on your way out, and I will see you in the next one.